Yo, what up? Is it on here then too? Oh, bad hair day. Always when I see myself, I need to like, what's that called? Make a face. Can't stand my noble face. Oh, I can't see, I'm blind. I was watching my last live stream, I just noticed the mic doesn't pick it up properly when I'm hunched over. But I think I fixed it. The main reason was it was so bad. The main reason was I was my air conditioning was on. My mistake, and it was like blowing directly to the mic. Two days? No, one day, then I'll have vacation, but I have to like I have 8 appointments next week for like looking at an apartment, but it doesn't look good. The way it works in Germany is I would be the last person to get an apartment because I'm like above normal income. I'm above average income. I'm single, and I'm a man. So those are the three worst types to get an apartment. The best type to get an apartment in Germany is unemployed, having a lot of, having a big family, like kids. That would be the best way to get an apartment, a big one, for really cheap. Second best would be homeless. I could do that. But I would feel ashamed to go that deep. But yeah, that would be. Oh, maybe I should show what I'm drawing. Maybe that would be a smart idea. Oh, it's fine. I have a plan B and plan C. Plan B I would buy a bigger van. They are quite cheap. They're like 30,000, 13,000, and you can just live in the van. I have to like modify it. I have like a metal cutter. I would cut up a window above, or maybe even cut in the air conditioning, a bigger one. And then we'll have to replace the wall, but maybe or not. Plan C would be 2 hours away from Berlin, buying a house or apartment there, because they are quite cheap. 2 hours away with a 2 hours, not with train. With the train it would be 4 hours or something. 2 hours with the car, and then driving over here and driving back. It would be what, 4 hours? But I could sometimes not drive back home. Sometimes I could sleep in the car. And plan D would be you can live in a community area, but it's really expensive too. But that's a guarantee to live in there for maximum 12 months. Communal rent place. I did that when I was younger as a student, and that was the worst time ever. The kitchen was always used. Like, you came home and you couldn't use the kitchen, you woke up, you couldn't use the kitchen, so I basically was starving. And I had constantly fights, fist fights. That was lovely. That was lovely. But maybe I'm an aggressive person. I'm not scared at all. Even like bigger guys, I feel like that's a challenge. I love it. But yeah, I got what insect. Maybe I need to do this reference and then I look up some good pencil sketch. That'd be far more easier. So I can combine them in my brain and put it on paper. Easy. I'm a hunched over man. The shrimp pose, as one said on the chat. I'm the shrimp pose. Oh my god, I'm such a handsome man. Unbelievable. I need maybe, if I save up really good, 5 more years and I just can completely like put in the brakes. Maybe leave this city and live like Rotenburg auf der Taube. There's some little villages I could just live in there for the rest of my life and live from my savings. That would be nice. I can do some traditional stuff like woodworking or maybe painting there and sell it to tourism. But I have a secret. I hate tourists. It's even in my city in Berlin. I hate them so much. They're just annoying. Like after the 100 when I go, it's just there are too many. After a while, it's getting really annoying. Too many. And they always have the same questions. You like it? It's my mix. I mixed that. I made that music mix. Isn't that beautiful? I thought it too. I thought like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. Anything you hear in the background, it's like art. I try to like I listen to some songs and try to recreate them. Like I do it in art too. I see some stuff, references, and then I like try to recreate them. Because I'm not creative at all. Actually, my brain is empty. I just enjoy stuff so much that I want to understand it. And the only way I know how to understand it is to recreate. I hope I'm not the only one. I have never figured out how to do it on my own, but maybe everybody does it. I think so too. Everything is a recreation of a recreation, so you shouldn't be mad about AI, I think. AI is exactly doing what we do over the millennia. But I think the mistake is the biggest improvement. If you do a mistake and something better happens through that, that's what AI can't do right now. I think people underestimate mistakes. Mistakes are actually the key note of invention. But AA does sometimes mistakes, but those mistakes are different. Hard to tell. We need to redefine what a mistake is, based on human mistakes and based on AI mistakes. A lot of improvements people or humans did happen through mistakes. Mistake in the form of something changed at a certain point. But I can't change. I only can exactly use that what's there. Oh my god, this is so much better when I just look at a sketch reference and then on the anatomy real reference. It makes more sense for me now. That was so beautiful. I want to listen to this again. Back. I have 10 terabytes of space on my PC, and since I'm recording everything I'm doing, oh god, it's eating everything. Cause I'm. It doesn't look like it, but that is actually 4K. I have a really expensive camera. I have even a second one, the Elgato. But I haven't. That one. Where's it? Oh, I haven't. Not. This is the Elgato, but something is wrong. This camera was even more expensive, but it's like flickering. I have no idea why. It's like there's like lines from up to down. It's some weird flicker. I have no idea why. Hello. Ah, there we are. It's really disappointing, to be honest. I'm sorry in forefront if I'm not reading chat. I notice people want to have a conversation, but my brain doesn't work like that. I can't have a conversation and draw at the same time. And also, I'm very exhausted to like read and listen to people since I'm working in the healthcare system, and it's very draining. Everybody is just unloading everything on me. And sometimes I just want to talk too. Yeah, I'm a very quiet person, but sometimes I just want to do So the only thing I can do is talk to myself because nobody will listen. Oh God! Abby is busy with their problems. Oh no! That looks good. Pants. Why is it like so bright? It's so much darker. Push this over here too. Push this back maybe. And make it darker, I think. Let's stream it on the other side. It's too big. Javasi said, I think it's fine, but maybe you can like zoom and then make the focus. I think this is better, and then what happens if I do this? This looks better, right? But then the overall light is darker. I think we get more information through this. Maybe push this down. We could go to 20. Maybe go on 6, on 8, and do this. This is better, I think. Oh, I had a color correction on. That looks good. What's on there? Gamma, more gamma. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you could leave it on. Just a little bit darker. Just like a little bit. I think this is fine. I think this is so messy. I think it should do the chest area more. The abdominal area. It's so messy, yeah. Maybe because I don't actually know much. We're gonna do that more often, the abdominal area. What are we going to do with the hair? That's a big hand. No, I give up. The hand wasn't part of the reference, so I came up with that hand on my own. I'm innocent. One reason why I did create those version of the songs more like a quiet, my ideas was like I look at the ocean and the music is like a nice breeze, a nice wind. It's because I think every song nowadays is very loud, even the quiet ones. I need more subtlety. That's my idea behind my recreation of certain songs. I think they're too noisy. I really like hear Bob Dylan or Neil Young or Mark Hart, like unplugged stuff where it's just the guitar and the person is singing, nothing else. But now it's like in a electronic way, that would be also nice. Something not so noisy. But when you like cut a lot of things out, you need to still find the essence of the song. I think I did a good job on this one. This one is like I'm really proud of that one. Sometimes on Discord I listen to people who mix music, and I still say it's nice. It sounds good for the. It's like those meme. A lot of electric, a lot of noise, a lot of here and there, and a switch, and it always switches the beat every 2 seconds. It's a good style, but it's not my gist. I think it's just too much noise. Is that unsure? Hope not. Alright. For the next one, let's do some females. Too careful. Oh my god, those are some really good reference. Those girls are really beautiful. That one with the red hair. She has some really good poses. I still remember some people like in the acting class in Berlin. There were such good act poses, people. Like really good in shape. They could hold the pose really long. But we also had a lot of people who like were really out of shape, and the main pose they did was like I'm laying down on the ground, and the organizer always had to like get up, next pose needs to be standing, get up. and they're like they got really puffy red and sweaty after like 5 minutes. Standing is really hard. Lawn standing, they're like really ambitious first, and then oh shit, after like 2 minutes, oh wait, I have to hold this position for 5 minutes? Oh no. Well, then there's some really good professionals, but yeah. It was always awkward because I sometimes have to look them like in the face. I try to not, but it's like I wanted to draw the face often very first before I lose it. But I was very uncomfortable to stare at them sometimes because I noticed that I made them uncomfortable staring them in the face. I think you shouldn't do that. Maybe I didn't. Sometimes it was really weird. This one was good. Yeah, the lightning bolt. What are we using? They're all like from below up to up. Oh, whatever. My god, it's too loud. I forgot. Feel like more extreme. How can you smile and at the same time look serious? What is this face expression? That's difficult. Oh, I need to talk or say something. When I say more stuff, I get more viewers. Habada habada hubada hoop. Hibbity hibbity. Whoop whoop. Uh, I'm excited for anybody gonna watch that Superman movie. It looked boring for me, to be honest. I saw the trailer and I thought, Superman. Wow, that guy again. And then I fell asleep and thought to myself, can they stop making superhero movies? Can they start with the Wild Western again? Can they do some real stuff again? And I was thinking also, what would be a good movie to watch right now when you go on a date? Because when I was younger, there were so many good movies you could watch when you're like American Pie, all those silly teenage love movies. Where are those? Where are those cringy, funny, but really like what's that? The girl who was ugly and then turned beautiful on the prom night. Where are those movies? Prom night teenage movies. You can't even go into the cinema anymore. There's only like gritty stuff or like very political, diverse stuff. Can't you just make some silly love story? And when it's a love story, then it's the woman is like unbearable. She's like really terrible, annoying. She's like the worst version of a woman. I'm just too traditional, too old for this. The boyfriend of my mother was like recommending me a movie, The Accountant, but I saw the trailer and it was another action-packed shooter, blah blah blah. I would have enjoyed those movies when I was like maybe 12 years old. I watched on YouTube the Matrix summary of like Neil deGrasse Tyson had the actor Lawrence Fishburne on his podcast, and he was like telling him how much the Matrix movie is like a representation of the gospel, like of Jesus Christ. How like Neo is Jesus and Morpheus is the Baptist, John. I love that. That's maybe because that's why maybe everybody likes it, loves that movie because it's like so. It's one of the most famous stories ever told. Star Talk is fun to listen to. I always listen to it when I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning like for 2 hours, and I always listen to podcasts. And uh, I went also through so many audiobooks. It's so good when you like have to do stuff and you get paid, you clean, and then you get at the same time you can listen to audiobooks. That's the best time of my life. The best moments. Because I always like to read or to listen to audiobooks, but just only doing that sounds unproductive. And now I came back to it because I wasn't like reading stories or listening to podcasts for a really long time. And now, like in the last 3 years, I came back to it. What happened to my music? I think on the editing something went wrong. Or maybe the end marker was somewhere else. You always have when you have to create an MP3 of the song you created. You have to create and start an end mark. Maybe I messed that up. I had like a what's it called? Artlist had a subscription for a year, and then what's the other one? Uh, Something else. Both are very good, but they were lacking some MIDI files. I need of everything that I create, I need some MIDI files so I can create a song on my own of that, a version of my own. I need some MIDIs. I'm not gonna. That one is something is wrong here. Damn, this thick. Help, I broke my neck. That's what I was drawing. I just noticed. It's fine. She broke her neck and she's like in rehab right now. Let's cover it up with hair. Ha! Genius. Oh. Dude, that sounds worse in comics. I saw worse. I'm innocent. It's all about the narrative. I saw some worse stuff from the best artists in a comic, but they had like a deadline and they were dead to like produce like 10,000 images in a week. 10 billion images in like 2 months. And then they get paid $5. So I'm fine. Hey, 12 $12 for a comic heft? What's it called in English? Oh, that's too much. The artist should get paid nothing. I just want free stuff. I'm privileged. I need free stuff in life. Everything needs to be free. Everybody needs to work for me. For nothing. Slavery should be back. Oh wait. Oops. I want free healthcare. Oh. Oh wow, if you want something free, you get always the worst shit. Oh wow. It looks weird, but it actually isn't a reference. It's her hip that extended, but she isn't that thick. She's actually very skinny, so that's why you can see the hip. And then this is like her buttocks. But maybe the distance is too high. Maybe the buttocks is up here. My mistake. Nobody will notice. Actually, nobody will watch my stream. Easy. Oh. So next time they think I'm a genius when I do it a little bit better. They think like, oh my god, how did he came up with that? Because I did it like 5 times wrong. Also the shoulder, far too far away. Maybe you can like shorten it a little bit. I don't know where I put that tone in there. Maybe I stepped on like a key when I was doing that, editing that song. I played like when I was in like how old was I? I think from age 9 to 16 I was playing piano. That was fun. My piano teacher hated America, and I was just when I was younger, I was just going to America, and I told him that, and he was like ranking how terrible America is. Nice, but I love America, especially the nature. Oh, the redwoods! I miss the redwoods so much. I feel like I was really connected to the trees. I was hugging the trees, talking to them. I wonder if they're still there. Of course they are. They're like 1,000 years old. I'm nothing compared to their age. And when I remember that right, the redwoods had like a really good cancellation system. Someone should like do a YouTube video about that, because I think they like to attract lightnings from like storms to create wildfires. So it's for them. It's really they love to create wildfires to destroy all around their surroundings, because they can like withstand the worst fires ever. I think that's one of their fighting systems. And some other trees also have that. So maybe California should chill out with their wildfires. Maybe it's very natural there. Maybe they just should stop getting so many people there. Easy fix. I should be president. President John James. Alright, guys. Today, ice cream is free for everybody. Everybody gets ice cream. You get an ice cream, and you get an ice cream. Easy. That's how you get the people. Just give away free stuff. So that make is like really terrible. I needed to also study guns. My last gun looked terrible. I remember that. I haven't drawn a gun for like for a year. I think my last video about guns, I think I drew some guns. And I never drew one again. I'm a pacifist. That's why. Easy. The key to draw good hairs is every time there's a loop, the beginning and the end of the loop needs to be dark, and the biggest side of the loop needs to be bright. Or you can all turn it around. That's my key. So I like this and then the end. And then sometimes you don't do anything, you only do white, but I forget that sometimes. And then you like do some chaos. And the ends could be almost always dark, because the ends where the light hits, the light hair you don't see at all, so you maybe only see then dark hair at those parts. But I have no idea. And then you use this black stuff, and the key areas you make darker. Because pencil, I have darker pencils, but I don't find, I have some in my boxes. I don't want to pick up my boxes right now. You have to be very careful though. I tried to make the illusion to that it's like, it's very, the things she's wearing is very uncomfortable. It's like cutting into her skin. But I think I can't, it's not possible. Because like evil witches, they need like blood and pain to create magic. Like in real life, a evil woman always needs blood and pain. Typical woman. They always need to hurt someone so they get more powerful. Easy. Welcome to the MGTOW stream, guys. I'm Mr. MGTOW. Of course not. I love females. They're so wonderful. This is just, this is so tiny, that face. I can't barely hit it. I need like a loop. No, a more finer. So my mistake if the eye looks crooked now, because I could barely hit the eye. It's so tiny. I think her neck is just too long. That's the first mistake. That neck needs to be like pushed down. I need that Photoshop skill where you like cut it out and put it lower. The lasso tool. I need my lasso tool right now. Easy. Oh, what were we putting here? I think we're putting a little John in here. How do I look like? Do I look good today? Let's do this. I'm a little fat. Perfect. Oh, this is even more smaller. I can barely control it. Can you even see that? That is way too... That looks... On my end it looks darker. Let's see if you can fix that again. Properties. Oh wait. It looks so darker than in the recording. Weren't we like on here? And went up again? Weren't we on 8? There we go. Alright. For the sake of the camera, we do the arm darker, because that arm looks very bright. And this hip looks also very light. Perfect. two more occlusions here to separate the hairs. Some occlusion shadows. I don't even know where the hair here is, but let's pretend this is some occlusion here and some occlusion there. It's perfect. She's like falling over. Her head is crooked. It's all good. Maybe we like she needs some support. What are you gonna do here? Does it even make sense? Maybe like he's backwards? Like holding it like this. What time is it? 1 hour. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. I wanted to like this guy is supporting her back, but maybe he's like a demon. Yeah, put something here too. The more stuff you see, the more you are distracted from her crooked neck, her broken shoulder, and that she's falling over. The more stuff you put everywhere, the the less people will notice. And the people who never will notice, they don't know anything. They just never drew and just never don't look at people at all. So those people aren't helpful. Bye, peace.